Alright guys, so we need to choose a character model, and honestly Lucas Blankley is something that I'm debating, but honestly I think that he looks a little odd. No offense to him, but I do feel like this guy is the perfect model, and I don't really see any Saudi Arabian drivers, like none. So we're gonna go with Saudi Arabian. And for the audio name, since this is my first time recording me playing an F1 game, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Iceman. I mean, I always use it, especially since 2018, whenever audio names became a thing. So, I feel like that it would probably be a smart idea for me to choose my usual. And number, my honest reaction to people asking me what number I want, I'm gonna have to go with 95 because of the Cars movie. Good movie, by the way. Anyway, it should be... Oh yeah, I forgot. I did choose the 90, but then I changed my mind. Anyway,
And now,
advance.
let's focus on your driver's look.
Alright, helmet. This one was a bit confusing because I did not know which helmet, and I also wanted that helmet. But I originally, I think, went with... Oh yeah, I also did look at those. I forgot. It's been a bit... Anyway, So... I feel like I was gonna go with the conductive or fuchsia, but I think I went with conductive and got some... I tried my best to represent the BMW colors. Please do not judge me. I'm not that bad. I'm not that good of an artist. How does this look? This is gonna be interesting. And then the white, I did not really like the look. It looked a little too purple to me. But the marine, I forgot about this one. Why did I change it? The cyan would be perfect. Young me was weird. But I think I went with conductive or marine. And I decided to go with the fuchsia suit design because I thought it would look better for the team. But now looking back on it, I'm going to change it in my next video. Because I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say that this video is a mix of some things. By the way, there was a cut there, but I'm not going to tell y'all where. Why was I... What? Oh yeah, I also decided to go with Pure Joy since we started as a newcomer, which is... rude.
Thank you. I need a moment.
I decided
we
to
did
go
it!
with
We did
that
it!
Okay, boss, let's get this team up first.
Alright, the team name BMW
Some sponsors
M Power.
offer a larger
The M is
sign-in bonus
Mercedes.
up front. Our chassis won't... Obviously,
Alright,
the greater the
here is-
performance and durability,
I think I
the
went
better.
with a
But be
Mercedes
careful
engine,
about spending
but
all
I
our
also
cash.
went with Renault.
We're going to have
because,
people and
well,
facilities
it's
to
the
invest
most
in. We're not
realistic,
much
and
of a ticket
besides,
of the drivers
a new
interested
team.
in joining our
Now,
team.
this one was pretty difficult because I do like a good Australian, but I also like how Brazilians are just like a master of racing. Oh yeah, I was also going to go with David Donizza,
Looks like
that
we can
Italian
afford
driver.
this. Let's create the livery we'll be running
Alright,
this
the
season.
livery.
We can
The
add more
livery.
sponsors to the car
Now
as we
this
sign them
livery
throughout the
I
year.
was thinking about
And
differently.
we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
And I decided to go with Suncross. Please give me your rating down in the comments and be as honest. I'm not gonna get mentally broken. Deal.
Last but not least,
Last
we need
but
to
not
consider
least.
our brand,
Alright,
our
team
badge, and team
Now, I don't
colours.
know how to make the BMW badge, so I just improvised a bit. The bullet one actually would look pretty good, but I think I originally went with the one that goes up. So yeah. Jeez. Anyway, I'm only doing this because I want people to be happy. I'm not doing this because I want people to hate on me. I'm only doing this because it makes me happy, and I also want y'all to be happy. Because I'm gonna probably focus a bit more on European racing, and yeah. As you can see, F1 is European
Great, that's
because Brazilian, Saudi Arabian. Anyway, the cutscene.
New year, new drivers, new team. Welcome and great to have you with us as we move far away from the paddock to the headquarters of the newest outfit on the Formula One grid. We've been granted exclusive access with an interview not just with the team owner or the star driver, but both. Because for the first time in modern F1 history, the team owner is behind the wheel themselves. Now is a great time to bring a new team into the sport, particularly off the back of such compelling competition last year. 2022 saw huge regulation changes, and it was Red Bull who came out on top in the development race. But that was last year. This year could be a very different story. Let me tell you, this facility is an absolute hive of activity, and there is a palpable sense of excitement around the car they've built. Quietly, they truly believe they can challenge at the top, and they've had the time now to craft a hugely competitive race car. But theory is one thing, and taking on the brightest lights in motorsport is quite another. So how does the owner of F1's 11th team feel as they prepare to be thrust into the limelight of the F1 circus? New driver lineups, Qatar returns, Las Vegas debuts, and the engineering race continues to push the sport and the drivers to new heights. What are they aiming for? Most excited about? Most nervous for? Well, soon we will meet them to find out. But first, let's take a look at the brand new car. Well, hi. Thank you so much for having us. Great to be here. I'm going to start with the question that everyone is asking. It's been a long time since we've seen a team owner drive their own car, and a lot's changed since then. The sport has really evolved. So how are you going to manage the response?
I won't lie, it's been a lot of work, but there's even more to come, because I think I am going to go with that one, because it's just a lot. Oh, okay.
And tell me about your teammate. They're clearly very excited to have signed with you. What do they bring to
Their
the
skill set suits our team despite making us not that rich, even though that the cost cap is over like 5 million in F1. Fun fact, actually, I do plan to do an F1 Manager 2024 video.
So tell me about the work on the car. It's clearly a blank canvas. You've done a lot. What have you
You are
prioritized?
sure right, it is a blank canvas, but I think we're going to have to give it to traction.
Now, there's no getting away from the fact that your competitors have a huge amount of Formula One experience. You are a total newcomer.
Sure, they do have experience.
Now, ultimately, your success this season will be determined by whether you can take positions from other drivers.
We can!
You believe this car has the edge.
It does have the edge, and we'll see that later in the video.
And with so many disciplines and experts working so
Who gets
closely
the
together
teacher
here
star?
at your HQ,
It's definitely
who
got to
gets
be the aerodynamics.
the coveted teacher's gold star. Who are you most proud of as the first race edges ever closer?
Aerodynamics are number one, but I'm pretty sure we win with durability. Nope. It's been a bit since I last
Thank
played
you
this
so
game.
much for your time, but I better let you get back to work. There's plenty more still to do. All the very best for your inaugural F1 season.
Anyway, if you're ever looking to follow me in this, the game is on EA Play. Anyway, so we're gonna set some stuff, and I wanted to get a 6-time activity and an 8-day activity. Anyway, messages, yeah, blah blah blah. Aerodynamics, facilities, I couldn't upgrade any of them. Now, R&D. This is a bit unique because I actually had 1,000, so I was able to get one thing, but it has a, I believe, 46 upgrade. Yeah, we have the 4th best R&D, but 2nd worst car. So that's gonna be fun. Anyway, perks. We want to have high acclaim to hire drivers like Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Hulk, the Hulk. You know, there's this clip oh yeah, Theo Porcher. Now, if I see any French flags in the comments, I'm just gonna say it's true. Theo is French if you didn't look at the flag, but please do not say that he's a bad driver because he won the 2023 F2 championship. He deserves a seat, but he's going into Le Mans, which 24 hours of Le Mans is in France, and he's racing for Peugeot. At least it's not Renault because that at least the engine knows it can't go kaboom. Okay. Hopefully that I don't get hate comments. I am a bit self-critical, probably my own critic. Anyway, race weekend, Bahrain International Circuit. It's called Bahrain, so it's called Bahrain. It said so. You say bar and then you say rain. Anyway, commentary. What? I thought there was gonna be a commentary. Anyway, so it's a season opener, and the Honey Badger is still on the grid. Long live Daniel Ricciardo. You know, maybe I should hire him.
Okay, mate, it's Mark here. I just want to say thanks for trusting me as your race engineer. I know we're going to have a good relationship. It's going to be a long season. They're always tough. But if we work together, we can get some solid, good results. The car's ready to go, but it's brand new, so we've got to figure out any teething issues. We've got our eye on the data. You just do what you do behind the wheel.
Yes, sir, Mark. Now, there was a fair share of transitions in this part. And so both me and my father had to do a lot, but I decided to test out a custom setup, and I was not very happy with it. Why do I laugh like that? Yeah, I decided I wanted the rear end to step out a bit, so I put it at 30 and the front at 50. It's a big mistake. I mean, y'all can try it, but if you want to meet the barriers, then I recommend not to do it. Unless if you are some kind of sicko like Max Verstappen.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Yes, sir! I only did one. Y'all probably can't hear me over the car engine, but that is a V6 turbo hybrid. Believe me or not, but I don't care. Anyway, smart lap time. Yeah. I'm just gonna stop. Anyway, so we set a 137. Now, remember that, because even though it says fastest lap, I actually didn't get the fastest lap. Anyway,
okay, we can take you this lap.
The in-lap was probably the most chaotic, because as you can see, I did have to fight the car a bit on that turn. Anyway, here we are in the pit lane. Charles Leclerc has ended up, so if you see, that's Logan Sargent. Now, he has the nickname of the Sarge. And he is also... Oh, wait. Here we go. Anyway, so Logan Sargent, that dude that was in the W car, as many people would call it, let's just say that he is American. Now, I don't really care. His racing is shit.
And with the cars now over
Anyway,
the line, let's see our top three again. Leclerc, Verstappen, and Iceman. And
Anyway, transitions are gonna be a thing in this career mode, cause in reality it took me 10 fucking seconds. Yeah, not ideal. That's why there's a lot of cuts. Anyway, qualifying. Now, this is what really matters, because pole position at Bahrain, basically, wait, no, that's Monaco, but there's barely any overtakes in the actual Bahrain. Like, look at the 2025 highlights of this track, and tell me how many overtakes there were, because I know, because I watched the races. Alright, I'm just gonna shut up. By the way, believe me or not, but if you look at one of the corners, you can literally see the timer going up. Now, I was wondering where it went, but it's actually... Oh yeah, I forgot. I did cause some damage. Now, that's a lot of damage. But anyway, as you can see, the car was not ideal in some of the corners because of a lot of understeer. Now, remember that, because I do plan to release the race as soon as I get a chance. Plus the next weekend, because I did do a sudden cut, which is not what you want to see because I ran out of time before I could do the race, because I ran out of space on my Xbox. Yes, sue me, I play on controller, because this game is actually not compatible with my wheel. Anyway, I won't be surprised if someone in the comments says 5-second penalty for Alcon, because it's basically, he's a walking meme at this point. Anyway, in 2023, Red Bull was probably one of the worst teams because of their dominance. I'm being serious. It was an absolute snooze fest, because they ended up winning almost every single race except for Saudi Arabia. Not Saudi Arabia, Singapore.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Thank you, Mark. By the way, Mark is my engineer, my race engineer.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Iceman, Verstappen, and Carlos Sainz. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Felipe Drugovich. Why are you in dead last? I mean, I get it. He's a rookie, but the team should be at least a pretty decent team. At least outpacing AlphaTauri. Now, how do I know these names? Because I practiced. I played F1 since, I believe, 2016 because my dad owns the games. Anyway, you're about to see the grid order, and then I'm pretty sure it will be over. But anyway, before you'll see the grid order, like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing
Months
this.
Of rumor and speculation
it doesn't really
all
matter.
come
I'm
to
still
an
going
end
to be
today,
uploading.
as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. This is around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Iceman lines up on pole position.
Yes!
Edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Fernando Alonso.
Now,
Oscar Piastri,
Alonso
Gasly,
actually made his debut in
Albon,
2001.
Stroll,
Anyway,
Ocon, Perez, Hulkenberg,
Sergio
Magnussen,
Perez, his nickname
Ricciardo,
is Perez.
Sonoda,
Anyway, Sonoda,
Bottas, Joe,
he's been in F1 since
Sargent,
2021.
and
Logan
Drugovich.
and Felipe
It's almost
Drugovich
time for those
have
5 red
debuted
lights to go
in
out then.
2023
Let's see who can prevail
alongside with
today.
me.
A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then.
Now, if you
Everyone's a
see
little
Max
bit
is
nervous about
rocking the number
reliability.
1, that's
They haven't been
actually
running in
not
the
his
hot,
actual
turbulent
number.
wake of other
His
cars
actual
in
number is
practice.
23.
They've not been
Now,
pushing
my
100%
number is
for long
95
durations.
because
Let's
cars.
hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Anyway,
Well, mate, pole position is a great way to start the
doesn't give any
season, but as
points.
you know, there's no points for pole. Now we've got to go and take the win.
anyway, bye.